My next guest, very mild mannered, but he's very well articulate, very well spoken. In fact, I call this guy the same way I do my other brother Ron, just in case if I need some clarity or, just for us to share a laugh or do something like that. But we're here today just to talk to him as to how he found New Zion, how long he's been here, and then the journey that he's had leading up to now, just now being a deacon here at New Zion. So please welcome for today, Mr. Richard Dunbar.
What's going on, brother?
My guy. My guy. What's going on?
Not much, not much.
All right, so please tell us how long you've been at New Zion and how did you come to find New Zion?
Well, I came to find New Zion through my wife, Angel Dunbar, and I was one of those longtime serial daters. I dated New Zion for about 10 years.
Okay.
No, not 10 years. It was about, I dated for about 5, and then I joined 5 years ago.
Okay. So what was your, like when you initially got here, what was your initial reaction of New Zion? Because I think, if I'm calculating correctly, 5 years was when we was kind of still making our transition from Pastor Williams to, his death to Pastor Barrington now. So how was that transition from when you moved in?
Yeah, well, I was here with Pastor Williams for the previous 5 years or so before I officially joined. And the environment has always been friendly. I come from a small country church outside of Greensboro, North Carolina. So it was definitely different.
Okay.
But the environment here, the teaching here was amazing from the beginning. And then I finally made the leap.
Okay.
With one sermon, I remember. AP, our assistant pastor, was up here. He was making the cake.
I remember that.
He was making the cake.
I remember that.
That was the one that finally pushed me to officially join this church and just to get in.
That's right. So tell us, I know you're a deacon now, but can you tell us about some of the ministries and some of the things that you've done in the past years leading up to now?
Yeah, so I help out with the millennial ministry. I'm on the millennial advisory board. So anything millennial-wise from age 26 to 42, I'm on that team. I help out with the men's ministry whenever Anthony Felder needs help with anything with that. And I'm all about the kids. I love the kids.
Yes.
So anything we do with them, because they're the future. And they definitely need to see more role models out and about and participating, especially the men.
I agree.
I love going out there and doing anything with them, no matter how tired and how hurt I feel later. But it's worth it.
Now, I do know that you are a youth coach as well. So, is there a switch that goes off like mine? Because I know I have a switch that goes off during coaching. So, is there a switch that you have, or are you still the mild mannered guy when you're coaching?
When I'm coaching, no, I'm aggressive. even the babies, because I know I see the potential.
Right.
So I know that they can be better than what they are, and I can go about it with whoever the kid is. You cater it to each kid.
Right.
But overall, I'm tough on everybody equally.
That's right. Have your kids played for you before?
Yes, they played for me before. I don't know if they like it too much, but they played for me before. I've coached Cameron in basketball and soccer, even though I knew nothing about soccer, but they needed a coach, so I did it.
Right.
And I coached Kennedy in basketball and soccer as well.
So, okay, so like me being a coach, because I've coached, both my sons and my daughters, I've coached them in sports before, and I think some things that people got mesmerized about was that I didn't show favorites to my kids. If anything, I was maybe a little bit hard on them in sports. So to that, how do you coach in that sense?
Oh yeah, at that age group, there's no superstar. There's no person who's really that good. There's no, I'm ready to win. It's all about development and growing them to be better people, young men, young women, and just hopefully some of those lessons go throughout life. And like you, I'm definitely tougher on my own kids sometimes, but overall, it's just a matter of them being better, and that's the goal.
Do they call you dad when you coaching, or
No,
are you
absolutely not. I let the parents know this is my son ahead of time. But on the court, on the soccer field, I'm coach. I'm not anything else.
Okay. So let's go. I'm gonna pivot for a second because as well, like I talked to Ron, I know we both went through the journey together to become deacons here at New Zion now, and I can tell you, I feel like we got closer
Agree.
as friends and as brothers because we talk usually at least once or twice a week during the time. So um, now that we've been in it for a little bit, man, how are you feeling? Now because I know, like for me, it's still a little bit trying to adjust. I mean, I still get used to I still get used to people calling me Deacon Junior, but I'm like, you don't really have to do that. So how are you feeling now?
I had that mentality too. Very humble. So I'm not really one for titles or things of that nature.
Right.
But somebody told me that if you're called to be a deacon, pastor, whatever it is, that's your title.
Right.
They should address you as such. That's what somebody told me. A mother of the church told me. So I've embraced it, but it's still something. It takes a second.
It does
to adjust.
It does.
And as far as anything else, it's really just a willingness. During the training, you remember, the whole thing was serve, serve,
Yep.
serve. That was the one word that kept getting pushed into us.
Right.
Serve.
Right.
So when I come to church or when I try to help out a member in any way, that's my mentality. Serve. What can I do
Right.
to help?
Right.
Either way, we're just all here to help grow the kingdom, one way or the other. So that's the purpose.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, Richard, man, I can personally tell you, man, I look forward to keep working with you and Ron and Kayla, Ernest, James, Jerry Jr., man, so we can keep help pushing this thing forward and keep serving the people in AP and Pastor, man. And I just appreciate you, sir,
Thank
for
you for
coming
having
on
me.
today.
Appreciate you. Thank
My
you for having
guy.
me.
All right, y'all. That's all we got for right now. You continue to be well. See you next time.